Hello, welcome back. It's Monday, and I think this is the last day we're doing this. I showed you everything we still had yesterday. We had the 3 meats, but we used 1 last night for dinner. And I pretty much have used everything else. So we have 1 pack of chicken after tonight. It was a request for spaghetti tonight. Yes, we've eaten a lot of pasta over the last week, and yes, we have eaten a lot of potatoes over the last week, but that's a lot of times what you have to do when you are trying to stretch a meal to go farther, when you are cooking on a smaller budget. Those are cheaper things. So it is what it is, but I still think we made a lot of really healthy stuff. We ate a lot of fruits and veggies, or a lot of veggies, not really fruits. And we started potty training. So if there's a weird edit, or if there's somebody running going, let's go potty, it's because we've reached that stage of our life. We've only been doing it for a few hours. So, so tonight, like I said, spaghetti. I have my pasta water, my water for my pasta already going. I'm so hot. It's like 70 something degrees in the house. I don't know why. I have my onions in the oil already. We're going to use 1 pack of ground beef. I never set them up so I can actually reach them. These were from Community Day. They're like roasted tomatoes for the caprese salad. I didn't want them with, I like fresh tomatoes in my caprese salad. So I thought maybe some of these in there would be really good. I'm going to use can't see in this bowl, what's left of the fresh parsley. I had opened a can of tomato paste and had, like you always do, half of the can. So I just froze them in these little pumpkin silicone mold I had to save them for the next time. And then these were the big tin can of diced tomatoes that I got a while back that I had froze in these 1 cup cubes. So I have those. Green bell pepper. I had a 3/4 of one. A bunch of baby carrots and a zucchini. Because remember, I had a couple zucchini in addition to the zucchini that came in the box. So that's going to be in there too. Somebody commented today, but then when I went to read it, it was gone. Let's just do this. I'm hoping to have enough for, let me restart that, because there was a little girl and her running by with not all her clothing on. She's just in her underwears. So someone commented, but then they deleted it. But I saw the notification and they asked, what if somebody wants seconds? Because I was hoping to have enough for leftovers. So obviously, if someone's hungry, 100% leftovers or seconds come before leftovers. A lot of times though, the little kids don't eat seconds because they have a decent portion. Sometimes they will ask for more of something and then I'll go get it for them. My husband is a pretty big eater, so I make his bowl the right portion for him. That usually is enough. Sometimes he does want seconds as well. I don't usually have seconds. I usually stop when I start hiccuping. But yeah, if someone's hungry at dinner time, they need to eat dinner. So obviously I'm trying to make enough that if somebody wanted seconds, they can have it, or we have that left over for the next day. If for some reason it all got eaten, then I would make him a sandwich, or I have other stuff I can make him for lunch. So nobody ever goes hungry. Obviously, we're all fed. Pan is too hot. Okay. I got this garlic and onion going. And we're going to throw the meat in. Let's bring it over here. I just talked for 5 minutes about cast iron pans, and I wasn't recording. I just threw the meat in, and we're going to let that brown. And what I was saying was, I have this cast iron, and I have another cast iron Dutch oven. And this one's enameled, and I feel like I don't know how to cook in the cast iron anyways. Like, I'm still learning. I grew up with my mom using one, But she didn't cook with me. Like, she would just make dinner. Probably because she was just trying to get dinner done, and as a single parent, that's what you did. But I feel like the enameled one it cooks even harder than the non-enameled. And somebody was getting rid of this one in a buy nothing group, and I won the selection, and I was super excited and grateful because this one's a really nice one. I don't remember the brand, but I know it's a little bit of a nicer brand. I think it's like Emily or something like that. EH. I think they have them at Sur La Table, the brand. But is there a trick for cooking with the enameled that's different than just regular custard? That's what I'm curious about. Because I feel like my heat is like not even in the middle. It's like low medium. So you'll have to tell me. Okay. We're gonna, I think what I'm gonna do is just like we do with the lentils, just to give the flavor to these vegetables. I'm going to add them in now and then take out the grease if there's any left. And my picky eater, my big one, will eat all the spaghetti, even if there's veggies in it. I don't know. I think she just pretends like there's not veggies, like she tricks herself. But she loves my spaghetti, so when there was the request for it, I said, of course, we will make it for you, because she usually eats something different than we do, which is another thing for seconds. A lot of times she's having something completely different. So I guess I shouldn't say feeding a family of 5 with the box, huh? Because she's technically not always eating it. All right, let's let this cook for a minute. Oops. This has been cooking for a couple minutes. I got the noodles in the water. I just want to throw in the tomato paste and the diced tomatoes because they're frozen, to get them cooking down.
Oh no! Go to the toilet.
Sorry, to get these cooking down. So I'll be back again. I'm going to throw in these chopped parsley and these tomatoes because they both are going to add flavor. So before I add anything, I want to add those. And I only cut up a few of them, maybe 5. I don't know how they'll taste, but I thought, hey, that's a good way to use them. I put them on the pizza when I zhuzhed up the pizza. And I didn't drain this because all those veggies soaked that up, which I probably should have drained it. Okay, let's put the sauce in. I just added some water. Get it all out. And I always make a lot of spaghetti because she will eat it every night for the whole week if there's spaghetti. I might want a little more tomato sauce, actually. didn't have to go far because she was playing with a can of water. I'm just gonna throw this little 8-ounce can in as well. Okay, so let's start with our basic 4. Salt, pepper, garlic, onion, ooh, let me check this noodles. Ah, can't get one. Okay, those are done. One sec. Somehow my noodles are faster than everything else today. Okay, we got that in there. I'm gonna taste it. A bit more salt. Okay, then we do mint, just a little bit. Trust me, I don't know why, but mint is so good in all things pasta. Thyme. All the basil. Can't wait to have fresh basil again. Growing, that I can just go pick. And rosemary. That's good. Okay. Secret ingredient, balsamic glaze. This also helps to kind of sweeten the acid from the tomatoes. I know it looks like it could be a lot. It's literally a light drizzle over the top. It's not even a teaspoon. These are those little bottles I was talking about. This is just a red wine. I usually use a third of it at a time. So I've already used this a couple times, but you have to make sure you use them before they're supposed to not, or I don't know how long wine is supposed to be drank before, after it's opened. I don't know, my mind is not working. I'm very hungry all of a sudden. Okay. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna throw the rest of this in. That was my last bottle. I don't have any more of that. I bought 2 4-packs probably a year ago or so. So, I mean, I really make them last, but I have to get them in the next state over. Okay. Still cooking together, so let's give it a minute, but I think it might need more pepper for sure. The laws for alcohol in California or in Utah are very, very, very weird compared to California. You have to buy everything at a state liquor store, like everything, except, and they just changed this. You can now buy beer and seltzers that are 5% from the grocery store, but anything else, even wine, all has to be bought at a local or at the state-run liquor store. When I first moved here, when you would go to a restaurant, there would be like this red curtain around the bar section. Like, I'm talking like even like Red Robin or like Applebee's. And you had to order food to be able to order a drink. And it was made behind this curtain so that way it couldn't influence anybody. It's like, that's really weird because I would more want to know what was behind the curtain than just somebody making a drink. That wouldn't catch my attention as much as a curtain. There we go. That's coming together nice. All right, I'm just gonna let this simmer for a little bit and come together. I try to give it at least, I tried to make it and let it simmer for a few hours, but I didn't do that today. So I'm gonna let it simmer for just a little bit while I cut up some bread. And then I'll show you what it looks like. I forgot, I'm gonna add in, this is a decent amount of spinach, roughly chopped into it, and have that in our sauce as well. I'm gonna throw that in. So I did go back in and I blended the sauce with my immersion blender just a little bit because Picky Pants might not want to eat it if she sees big chunks. But that's dinner. I just sprinkled it with a little bit of fresh grated parm, and I have some bread that I had made earlier this week, toasted, super veggie packed, only 8 ounces of meat, and we have a ton for the whole week. See you next time.